With the recent passing of the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package, some people still have questions about how a bill so controversial could have made it through Congress. It does seem kind of fishy. So let's go figure it out.
Now, before I get started in our explanation, there's a couple things you need to know first. In today's lesson, the Republican Party will be represented by the yellow goldfish, the Democratic Party represented by the brown goldfish, and the Vice President and President will be represented by the Swedish fish. They're important jobs. They're pretty sweet. Another thing you'll need to know. The House of Representatives has 435 seats, broken down into 212 Republicans and 218 Democrats, which means there's 6 more Democrats than there are Republicans in the House. In the Senate, there are 100 seats total, 50 Republicans and 50 Democrats currently. The President and Vice President, there are only 1 and 1. Now, obviously, in the example, there are not 212 Republican goldfish in the House, and there are not 218 Democratic goldfish in the House. Instead, to make it simpler, I've put 12 Republican goldfish and 18 Democratic goldfish, just to give a better idea. And subsequently in the Senate, there are not 50 and 50 goldfish representing both the Republicans and the Democrats, but instead 10 for each side, signifying 50 and 50. So to begin, the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package had to be passed in the House, the Senate, and not vetoed by the President in order to pass. Veto, meaning the President could have said, "Halt! I don't want that bill." Now, on any given day in Congress, a bill needs support from both the Republican and the Democratic Party in order to get passed. That's why the $1.9 trillion stimulus package is very unique in the sense that it can only happen, and only could have happened, in this small window of time when the government was unified. What does that mean? Well, let me explain. When I say the government is currently unified, I mean that as of right now, the Democratic Party in this instance holds control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, meaning it is a unified government. This is important because when the bill came time to pass, it passed through the House, no problem. There's 6 more Democrats than there are Republicans, so it passed in the House pretty easily. And then it went to the Senate, and that's where this gets interesting. When it went to the Senate, there was a 50-50 split vote. So 50 Republicans said, "I don't want this stimulus package," and 50 Democrats said, "I want this stimulus package." So, because there was a tie, they needed a deciding vote. So it then goes to the Vice President. The Vice President, being Democrat in this sense, voted yes for the bill, joining the Democrat side, being the 51st vote. So when it came time for President Biden to sign the bill into law, he happily did so, and thus the COVID package was passed.